Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Hope Thanksgiving's good for you if you're in America. Okay, so let's have a look at ITP again. So I'm having a look at this Zoom call with this guy called Mr. Mack, and I've just pointed. I've got some timestamps here, and I just want to have a look at them and discuss some of these points. Okay, so this is this guy, Mr. Mack. So let's just play a little bit of this first of all.
You want to do something wrong? You know where the door is. Please use it. I am going to make this very, very clear. Okay? As the team leader of here, of the UK, I'm making it very clear. If this is not for you, if you have got...
So that's the first thing. He's kind of admitting to being the team leader in the UK. So we've got that on video now, that he's admitting being the head of or being the team leader, all right, in the UK. So I think that's very important.
Nobody has put a gun to your head and said you must invest it. Okay? So I didn't invest any further money over the last 3 or 4 days. I could have done. I've got lots of money. I could have doubled my money. Guess what? I didn't. You know why? Because I'm not actually very greedy. But what I did notice over the last few days is, unfortunately, quite a few of you are. That's got nothing to do with me. That's yourself.
So he's calling people out for being greedy. So we've had this Thanksgiving thing where people are being offered to double their money. You know, whatever they put in, they'll get it matched and things like that, or they'll get a quarter of whatever somebody else puts in. Okay. So he's calling them greedy. Now the thing is, if this is a legitimate thing, okay, this arbitrage, so this ITP basically buys like Bitcoin from one exchange and sells it on another exchange using leverage, and that's how you can get like 2.5%. Okay, that's how they're saying it works. So he's basically having a go at you for being greedy by putting money in this. So if this goes down, okay, and now he thinks obviously that it's not going to go down and it's just to do with this network issues and that kind of thing. But he's kind of blaming you for being greedy. It doesn't make any sense. You know, if this thing works, it works. Okay. Okay.
That's what people like to call you.
So this is this message that he's got from somebody who's actually trying to blackmail him for 150 grand. So here in this, he just gives out his name.
Right. Or should I say fakih mahmood subedar? Guess what, guys? That's my real name.
Fakih mahmood subedar.
Have I ever hidden anything from you over the last 10 months? No. Do not ignore this message. Let's talk about ITP.
So he talks about the message that this guy's trying to extort 150 grand out of him.
You know why I told the police? Why the police are on this call? Is because I've got nothing to hide.
So he's saying that the police are on this call. So he's saying that someone from the police is basically in this Zoom call listening to everything. Now that might be true, but I suspect that the police are in this Zoom call noting all these people that are in this Zoom call, because he's basically promoting a Ponzi scheme. And all of these people who are these leaders, because most of these people that he invites that he talks to later on are kind of leaders in this who've got like 50, 100. I mean, God knows how many people are under them. All right. So in this Zoom call, they talk about this Leicester event where about 700 people turned up, where there was like fireworks and all sorts of things. But that Leicester event was basically to get more people, to show how big it is, and to get more people in it. Okay, it's a hiring method where getting more people underneath you, and they're going to make more money out of you. So he's sort of saying all the time how he's helping you out by getting you in, but he's going to make money out of you. Okay, he's going to get paid a ton of money being an affiliate, all his affiliate commissions.
There you guys, he's a real human. Can we just appreciate that?
Yeah.
You know, people are arsehole when they want to be behind a screen, but in reality, there's consequences, people.
So he's saying like he's getting death threats and stuff like that, and he's saying this fakir guy, Mr. Mack, he's like a human being, all right, and he's got feelings and that kind of thing. At the end of the day, he's only done all these things to get money. He's only done these things to generate affiliate commissions. He's basically greedy, you know. He's trying to make money out of you all. He doesn't really care about you individually. You know, he just cares about his own making money.
$30,000 of money made back into ITP. Why? Because I fully believe in it. So there you go.
So this guy's one of the team leaders by the sounds of it. And he's saying he's put $30,000 back into this because he believes in it. Now, lots of people on this call said they'd put money in or they hadn't taken it out, things like that. They'd reinvested it. And this is what happens with Ponzi schemes. Many people reinvest it and they don't actually take the money out. So I get accused all the time saying, oh, how can this be a Ponzi scheme? You know, all this money that's been taken out, you know, if it was a Ponzi scheme, it would have died a death by now. But this is what happens. People reinvest the money. So it just appears as digital dollars. Unless the money is actually in your bank account or in your back pocket kind of thing, you haven't drawn it out and it's still, they've got it for holding still. So that's why they can go on for so long, because it's just money in the back end that you look at, your account, and it's just digitally, it's just numbers on a screen. So I was just sort of pointing that out, how many people who are in this who haven't touched it at all.
Saying in the group, oh, it's because you work for ITP, you're in on this, and it's just uncalled for, you know.
So that was Hina. Basically, she's another team leader again. So there's lots of team leaders who are on this who've probably got 100 people underneath them. And she's saying that she got paid out, okay, recently. Now, that's the other thing that's really weird about this, is that they're saying, like, people aren't getting paid out because of the network issues. But the funny thing is, all these team leaders seem to be getting paid out. So, I mean, if it's broken for everybody. But it seems to be very selective, and certain people can get paid out, and certain others aren't getting paid out. I.e., the little guy in the street. All right, the person who's joined three weeks ago, who's put all their money into it and stuff.
I think more of the nobody knew about the blockchain, so I think that was causing a bit more hoo-ha in the group.
But do you think it's acceptable for people to react with?
Now, if you have a look here, this is just showing how many people are in this. So if you got here, page 11 of 24. All right, so there's like 25 people on each screen. So 25 squared, I'm just going to say 25 squared, it's easy, is 625. Knock off 25. So there's like 600 people on this Zoom call. Yeah, people lost money. Okay.
Hi.
I'm very new. I didn't withdraw anything. I've left everything in there. I wasn't tempted. I just left.
So there you go. Another person who's left the money in. Okay. Oh, skip Tracy. She's insane.
Stumbled into it like from one of my cousins, but after all these 10 Thanksgiving offers and stuff like that, I did see the potential in that, so I invested a lot of money, and you know, with that fraction of the bonuses and stuff, and after.
So with all these Thanksgiving bonuses being offered, lots of people have been attracted to this project and have put in very recently. Okay, people have got greedy. Okay, as he's saying, yeah, people have got greedy. But if it was a legitimate project and it worked, why wouldn't you put money into this? Okay, and this is the thing, you hear about all these people who are making money, but are they really making money? Because they're not actually taking out, or they're re-putting the money in. And this is the problem with these Ponzi schemes. Okay, let's have a look at this is a bad one.
you probably was busy. But so on the event, you said that if you deposit some money, you get like a 10% bonus or something.
Yeah.
And then that.
So first of all, he's admitting that. Also, on the event at Leicester, he's admitting to that trying to get people in, saying you get a 7% bonus if you put in. So clearly, they've had this event, getting a lot of people to put in now, like time sensitive. Put it in now, and you'll get 7% bonus.
Same night, my daughter put her money into it, which she used her uni money, but the very next day she was a bit gutted because then she saw the double bonus.
So they've had this Leicester event. This girl, who, if she's going to university and is this woman's daughter, she must only be like 18, 19, that kind of age, I guess. And she's put her money in to get this 7% bonus. And then she's feeling gutted that she could have got a double bubble. Okay. All right. So she's kind of got greedy as well. But she's putting her university money in. So I don't know what that means exactly. Is that a university loan? Is that for a university fees? I've no idea. But you know how people get massive debt from going to university? I mean, she could, this could be borrowed money. Who knows? But that doesn't sound good if you're putting your university money into this thing. How many other people have put their life savings into this? Ugh, it's really bad.
I joined a month and a half ago, and my team grew so fast. I'm on G3, and it's going fast every single day. Even just today, 3 people joined in and deposited. So I'm happy, and it's growing. But
so she's got 3 people joining today, even with all the hoo-ha. She's been in it 6 weeks. She's got to level 3. I don't really know the levels or anything, okay? But it sounds like, well done to her kind of thing. After 6 weeks, she's got to level 3. And if she's got 3 people join today, if she's been in it for like 60 days, if she's getting like 3 people joining in every day, that's like 180 people potentially. All right, okay, that's simplistic maths, I know, but this thing has really grown big in the UK by the sounds of it, which is it's going to be a complete disaster. Now this last one, okay, so this let's listen to
other things like sorry if I'm a bit out of order, but I put something called ammdefi, and ammdefi apparently I've never heard of before this week, but apparently about 12 months ago they did something very similar to ITP, where they put a fantastic offer on, got a lot of people interested.
Yeah, we'll stop.
Whoa.
We're ITP. Yeah, so
I appreciate
what you're saying there, but we're not.
So this is a guy called Darren, and he's now sort of, don't when you're talking about ammdefi, all right? So he's putting the clamp on him straight away. Okay, so he doesn't want all this negative energy. Okay, so let me show you ammdefi. Okay, ammdefi. So this was like an image that they sent out. So Christmas, to welcome Christmas, the following carnival activities are launched for 48 hours. So this is pretty much the same as the Thanksgiving one. If you have a look at it, look at this. I mean, you can even, it's the same, isn't it? Account recharge here. So it's exactly the same. Yeah, almost the same sort of formula, where they've got some steps where you can get those rewards. All right, so I remember this one, actually. This is 2022. I remember this thing, and people getting rugged. So the same things happen. It's probably the same people who are behind this one who've done this ITP as well. So okay, now let's have a look at Justin Sun, his message. Tron deposits and withdrawal is fully resumed in HTX Global, more to come. And basically, the network the chain is fine. Okay. Now they talk about how the chain was attacked and stuff like that. The thing is, the chain still works. Okay. Now somebody might have done an exploit and stolen 30 million, but the thing is, the chain still works. And the fact that people are actually getting paid you know, just makes it utter BS what they're saying, where they're all saying that it's stopped working and that's why you're not getting paid out. Okay, the fact is, certain people are getting paid out because they're team leaders, and they'll pay the team leaders out because maybe they can use them again, potentially. But also those team leaders can then say, oh, well, I got paid. All right, so we're getting paid. And then they can pass that on to a lot of people. Okay, so they can get the information out that someone's getting paid. So this thing goes round that people are getting paid and everything should be okay. But it might be just the odd few people that are getting paid. The bottom line is these guys have rugged, they've taken most people's money because they've got the most money in now. Most people were joining this thing sort of in the last few weeks. Okay, the last few weeks, from what I can gather from this Zoom call, so many people have only just joined this thing. All right, so that is ITP for you. It's rugged, guys. If you're in this, you're unlikely to get your money back. They're a Chinese company, all right? They're not from USA. So this idea that they're in Seattle and that they've got headquarters in Seattle and stuff, that's just a nonsense. And the other thing is that somebody also mentions in this about the headquarters, why doesn't someone come on? Well, they're not going to come on if they got people like fakih Mahmood, okay, talking for you. Okay, let him talk. Okay, let him take all the flack. Why would they bother? Okay, and they just rug you anyway. Okay, so that's ITP. I will leave a link to this video in the description, and it's got all my timestamps in there as well. Okay, catch you later, guys.